Okay, my weekend just started, so let's get back to more Agatha Christie. Now, I remember seeing that there were a good chunk of suspects in this game, and I get the feeling we've talked to more than half by now. I'm not sure where the rest of them would be. Let me just make the rounds.
If you in
What a funny little Frenchman he is.
Frenchman?
It's hard to believe he could be the wonderful detective they say he is, isn't it? Or
I'm literally in your field of view. Wow. Okay, well, they're gossiping about you, Poirot, and they also don't know the difference between a Belgian and a Frenchman. So, yeah, fight your inner demons, my guy.
What are you thinking?
Okay, so Poirot is insistent he won't go down that ladder. This game... Oh, you know what? Here's something we can do, I just remembered. If we go back to the office, Poirot mentioned earlier that he had some files that we could read up on to learn more about something that somebody mentioned. Okay, see, now that these have labels now. So we have 4 of them, actually. Corrigan, Parsons, Drugs, and Shipwreck. I think Parsons is the one that we were told about. It's a school or something. But let's give these all a quick read.
This document bears further study. I will keep it in my notebook.
Okay, what is Corrigan? Let me go ahead and just pull these all out.
This looks interesting. This may be important.
Okay, and so now we have all of these items. Man, the music in this part of the game is louder than anywhere else. It's kind of annoying. Okay, we'll begin with Corrigan newspaper story. Housewife found strangled. Okay. May 20th, 1940. Only a few weeks after a 15-year-old Brixham schoolgirl was found murdered, a second strangulation victim has been reported by police. Oh, hold up. Was this the one in the forest? Discovered yesterday, Edward Corrigan, the victim's husband, said to be prostrate with grief, vowed to offer an award for the arrest of the killer. Corrigan's not a suspect, is he? I'm trying to think of how this ties in. I'll have to take a look at the suspect board in a second. When his wife was murdered, he is not considered a suspect. Police refused to comment on the crime. I think that's one of the murders we saw at the beginning. Okay, Parsons newspaper. No new leads in girl's murder. Over 1 month since the brutal murder by strangulation of 15-year-old Millie Parsons. No solution to the case appears in sight. Miss Porter's School for Young Ladies. Just after midnight, April 13th, attended a ballet class. Yeah, okay, so she's the one that we saw get murdered. Damn, that was a 15-year-old girl in that opening story. Okay, so she was strangled to death in the woods, and then there was another death of a Corrigan, Mr. Corrigan's wife. I already forget her name, but she was murdered in a similar way. Drug smuggling ring. Drug smuggling ring smashed. Members of the West Sussex Constabulary. That is a very British word. I don't understand how to pronounce that. There's like a million different emphatic syllables in that. And Scotland Yard announced yesterday they had arrested 3 individuals on charges of attempting to smuggle heroin into the country. Samuel Tanner, 43, Burgess, Thomas Mayhew, Oliver Bale. I don't think I recognize any of those names yet. Apprehended while offloading their deadly cargo on the beach below Carey Spit. Sensational news at a time when war hangs over us. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there was a drug bust, and then Shipwreck Island story. Nightmare on Shipwreck Island. The striking modern house built by sailing enthusiast Frederick Robson is the scene today of an intense police investigation into multiple murders occurring there over the past weekend. Multiple murders? The victims are reportedly from all walks of life and include several prominent figures of London society. Their names are being withheld pending notification of their families. Little is known yet of the tragic events that unfolded on the island after a storm. Let me just check. This is 1939, so this was last year, actually. Little is known yet of the tragic events that unfolded on the island after a storm isolated what was to have been a house party hosted by the island's new owner, Mr. U.N. Owen. Excuse me? I gotta read that again. Give me 1 second. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I got totally sidetracked, actually. I forgot that we are not on Shipwreck Island this game. This paper is actually entirely referring to the events of Agatha Christie and Then There Were None. Fascinating. Okay, let me give this a read, because this... Okay, I'll give you a timestamp to skip ahead in case this gives any spoilers. But I don't think it does, because it doesn't look like it gives any names. This is the police report of what happened in the last Agatha Christie game we played. Yeah, okay. We have been unable to reach Mr. Owen for comment. That's because he doesn't fucking exist. It's Mr. Un-Owen is his name. Yet the police have been unwilling to confirm if he was one of the victims. Indeed, even the number of victims remains in question. Early today, an anonymous source told the Sentinel that the murders were somehow linked to a child's nursery rhyme that eerily predicted the order and manner of the deaths. Readers may be sure that the Sentinel will bring you all the latest developments in this shocking and mysterious affair. Okay, that's pretty cool that they put in a little Easter egg to the last game like that. I'm assuming that was the last game. I don't actually know what order these games came out in. Okay. Well, if we go back over to this map over here, can we start... Let's see. I'm going to see if I know who these people are. So these are all guests. We know the Marshalls. He was the tennis guy. Linda Marshall. I think that's the daughter. Rosamund Darnley. Let me see the face. Looks like an older lady. I don't think I know her yet. Christine Redfern. That might be the blonde lady, actually. Yeah, I think I read a comment that Christine Redfern is the blonde lady who was overlooking the beach when those, when Poirot was talking about a storm coming. Patrick Redfern. Brewster, we met her. Horace Blatt. I don't know if we know him. I think I would remember that name. Carrie Gardner. Oakley Gardner. Yeah, those are the two noisy ones. Reverend Stephen Lane. He's the real fire and brimstone dude who we ran into by the ruins. He's an interesting fellow. Major Barry, we know him. Okay, there's like 3 of the guests I don't think we haven't met, if even. Horace Blatt and somebody else. And then Arlena Marshall. Why is this one grayed out? Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna say just yet what I think that might be implying. Hillary Castle. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll come back to this this mysterious grayed out thumbtack in a bit. Otherwise, we have Henry Bailey, the barman. I like him. He's got the Kingsbridge accent. George Strum. I think he's the one who kept on walking back and forth. Hillary Castle. And Gladys Narracott. Narracott! Hey! Hey! Do we have a Narracott back in this again? I don't think good old Patrick... Wait, no. I'm remembering now that Narracott wasn't even that guy's real name in that last game, was it? Or was it Patrick Narracott, or did he have a fake name? Maybe it was Fane. Whatever, Narracott's a cool name. I'm glad to have another Narracott, and now I like Gladys more. Will Jenks, garage attendant, have not met him, but we've heard of him. Albert Bagby, pub owner, don't think we met him either. Adelaide Hughes, shop owner, haven't been to any shops. And then Colonel Weston, the chief constable. Okay, there are some people we are yet to meet, but let's get back into the story now. Okay. I'm kind of at a loss right now. There's probably some things I haven't explored, but it's one of those deals where you don't know what you haven't explored. So I will tune back in when I have a new development. No one behind the counter. Ooh, we can get into the back room now. This is Hillary Castle, right?
Was there something else, Mr. Poirot?
Okay, we can ask her a lot of things. Let's go ahead and just work them down one by one.
Is the hotel safe at the disposal of guests?
Of course. We'll be happy to store any of your valuables.
Are there any golf courses nearby on the mainland? Hastings, Poirot does not play the golf. Remember who you are.
But somebody else was a golfer,
Sorry,
right?
old man.
No one was a golfer. Hastings just wanted to play golf in his memory. Okay.
Have you been the manager here long?
Only a few months. Not quite the situation I was hoping for, and it won't last much longer thanks to the war.
I will not impose upon you further, madame.
Mr. Poirot, there was one thing.
Oh?
Oui, madame?
It's such a small matter, I feel silly bringing it to the attention of a gentleman with your reputation.
Who lost their car keys?
Do not let the reputation of Poirot cause you to hesitate in your inquiry.
Well, my wire recorder has gone missing. I used to dictate all my letters for a girl in the village to type up. She's learning to type, so she brings her own typewriter. I need only supply the paper.
What is... Okay, forgive me because I wasn't alive in 1940. What is a wire recorder?
When was the wire recorder taken?
Sometime on the evening of the 19th.
Is a wire recorder like... It punches out those transcripts when people like have a telegraph is what they're sending? Is that what it is?
Do you lock your office?
There has never been any need. I lock the safe, of course. That is where all the valuables are kept.
Okay.
Did anything else out of the ordinary happen on the day the recorder went missing?
Let me see. Well, that was the day Arlena Stewart arrived. A celebrity such as she causes
Ooh.
quite a stir.
I am not sure what I can do, but I will be happy to keep my eyes and ears open, madame.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Poirot.
A wire recorder? Those things are huge.
Are they?
Shouldn't be difficult to track down.
Pardon, madame?
Okay, so whatever a wire recorder is, Hastings says they're very big, which makes me think that it should be easy to track down, like he said. But it sounds like it has some kind of affiliation with the typewriter. And we've gotten multiple Arlena Stewart notes that have been typewritten. I don't think she said the name of the girl that she teaches typewriting to. Interesting.
We cannot search the office when its owner stands before us?
Alright, so we can't be snooping right now. I guess that's all there is we can do in here then. How about Gladys? We've met a lot of people since we first saw Gladys. She's up here, isn't she? There she is. What's up, Nericott?
I can't talk now, sir.
Aw, that's too bad. We never actually went down this hallway, did we? That just occurred to me. Are all these doors locked?
No.
Okay, they probably are until we get permission to snoop. Or, I don't think we're gonna get permission to snoop, but until we decide to.
At the moment, we are needed elsewhere, mon ami.
Oh, okay. So we're not allowed to go up there yet.
No.
Okay, interesting. There must be something we're missing. I hope it's not something big. Have another look at the registrar. I wonder where Stephen Lane went, the Reverend. Oh, hey! I think we found a new place. Okay, yeah, so this is like an actual paved asphalt road, isn't it? Nice. And who might you be, Mr. Blue Blazer?
I did not mean to frighten you, my friend.
You didn't, and I'm not.
The pub, it is open?
No.
You have the binoculars, I see.
What of it?
What kind of conversation
They are
is
for the
this?
watching of birds?
Yes, I'm very fond of birds.
Are you staying at the hotel?
Are you?
Mais oui. Hercule Poirot at your service.
Talk like a
My name
normal
is
person,
North.
Poirot. Okay, his name is North, and now he's walking away.
If he's a birdwatcher, I'm a penguin, Poirot.
Shall we follow him? It is up to you.
Hell yeah, we're following him. That man is not up to the red knot code of bird watching. There's no
He's
way
up
he
to
doesn't
something,
notice us.
Poirot. Are you going to let him get away?
My shoes are of their finest leather, buffed to a perfect sheen. I will not be subjecting them to seawater.
Take them off.
Take
then.
off your damn shoes, Poirot!
If you wish to cross the causeway, summon the sea tractor. I will not wait.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Okay then. What is this? Some kind of ferry? The sea tractor no longer operates on a fixed schedule. Please use the phone to call the hotel garage if you wish to summon it. Is that a busy signal?
Phone isn't much good if no one will answer it.
I couldn't tell if that was a busy signal or just a British dial tone. Is that the only thing we can see here? Well then.
Poirot will not.
Fine. Keep your fancy baby seal leather boots. Can we poke around this pub? Because this is supposed to be where Tom Cutter or whatever his name was, the pirate.
Latched tight on the inside.
Yeah, this is supposed to be where he was saw the ghost. And this is where everyone else has been seeing the ghosts too. Should not be overlooked. Let me just make sure. Is there nothing else down here?
Phone.
Yeah, no one's gonna answer the phone. Damn. Well, that dude north was quite prickly. But it does prove that there's more places on the island, which we have not seen. These games like to put items on the ground. Just like this, look at that right there. An item that is just kind of in plain sight, but you can interact with it. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for those. What was that? A rock. Okay. Well, that one was supposed to be there. I don't even know what to say at this point. You're...
No, Hastings. I will leave her to herself for the time.
That's Brewster, right? I think it is. Oh, there's a little back deck balcony here. How quaint. Okay, that's our room. Are people's rooms unlocked on the balcony?
No, no.
No, they're not. My god, this takes forever for him to walk. I'm just gonna get over here and see that the door's locked and then have to walk all the way back. I already know. Yeah.
Latched tight on the inside.
Okay, excellent. Oh, it lets me fast travel, though. Oh, this door opens, though. Okay, so this is like a crossway for the catwalk. And then it comes out again on this side. Nice. These games like their balconies, and they also like their very detailed bathrooms that serve no purpose.
No, no. The door, it will not budge.
Okay. Very good to know. I don't suppose there's anything important in Poirot's room. We'll have a look back there later. Let's keep on trucking. Can we say anything new to anybody?
If you see any of the ladies, be sure...
Okay, yeah. Enough of that. And you, sir?
It's thirsty work, but you'd best leave me to it.
Okay, how about the shed over here? Can we open this?
Beg pardon, sir, but the equipment shed is for my use only.
Okay, so...
You wouldn't believe it, but someone walked off with an oar a few days ago. What good is a single oar to anyone? I ask you.
Oh! Wait. That implies that it's probably the ore that we saw at the old ruins. Which makes me all the more curious why that was just put there recently. Very strange. This is the tennis court up here? Or is this a dead end? This is a dead end. Okay, how do I get back to the tennis court? There it is.
This is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove, the spot that will be the scene of the murder.
Time it.
From the tennis court to Cutter's Cove, it is 20 minutes.
So Cutter's Cove is down that ladder, but Poirot refuses to go down the ladder because he's so high and mighty.
It is an unusual wreck for a garden lad.
It's to keep the clay of the court smooth. And from the look of that clay, it's about time for a good rake.
It is an unusual...
It's to keep
So the clay of the court, the court is uneven. Could be a sinkhole, could be a dead body buried under it. Who knows? Okay, here's those ruins again. I'm looking for that tennis ball. I know that the one dude, I think it was Marshall, said that he lost a tennis ball. Oh, we didn't go down here, did we? Or maybe we did. Is this Sanctuary Cove?
Hastings?
Yeah, okay.
Relax.
It's Sanctuary Cove.
Oh.
That will not help.
Just take the bird. Okay. I'm thinking. Hey, look at this. We can examine stuff again. Amateur mechanics. Time to move up from changing your oil. How to clean points. Remove distributor cap. Okay, this is about engine stuff. I'm not a car guy. Okay, how did I look at that? I guess it was a double click. Feathers stained with blood. I fear for the chickens these once belonged to. Where did we find this? Seadrift Island. Okay, I'll give this a quick read. It's kind of like a travel brochure. Beautiful Seadrift Island has a long and colorful history. The first construction on the island was a Roman temple dedicated to Bacchus, the god of wine and intoxication. In the same spirit, 500 years later, Christian monks built a monastery upon the ancient Roman ruins and produced a brandy that was favored throughout the British Isles. In In the 14th century, the Smuggler's End Inn was built near the causeway. Originally known as the Anmering Arms after Sea Captain Roger Anmering, the name was changed in the mid-19th century to commemorate one of its inn's most colorful customers, Thomas Cutter. Tom Cutter was a smuggler and a pirate who used the inn and the island as his base of operations at the end of the 18th century. In fact, he is said to have died on the island, although there are conflicting stories as to the manner of his death. Cutter also gave his name to Cutter's Cove, a popular beach on the south side of the island, as well as Cutter's Cave, where it is said he hid his smuggled goods. Two further stories of Tom Cutter concern the appearance of his ghost in the vicinity of Smuggler's End, as well as rumors that he buried a vast fortune in treasure somewhere on the island. Many claim to have seen his ghost, but so far no one has unearthed his treasure. The first hotel was built on this island in 1924, and then modernized 10 years later with all of the modern conveniences that provide. Okay. And anything else we need to look at? Money? Enough for one small purchase? No. Okay, we learned a little bit. Always nice to have that. Okay, there's apparently some items in here that we missed. The trash can, actually.
It appears to be an empty bottle of the grenadine.
Very useful. Yeah, that's not going to be... I can't think of anything that'll do for us, actually. I don't know, maybe make a Molotov cocktail, Poirot? And then apparently there's a dining room somewhere that I don't think we've gotten to yet. And I'm not sure where it is. Is it this door? Oh, this looks new. It kind of looks like a pool. Yeah, what is this place? Is this the dining room? Must be, and this is a new character.
Forgive the intrusion, mademoiselle.
Oh,
I did not mean to startle you.
not at all.
You
I
don't-
must have been miles away.
Poirot, you
You're
don't
Monsieur
scare
Poirot,
anybody.
aren't you? I understood you joined us last evening. I'm Rosamund Darnley.
Is this
Enchanté.
the dress lady? Is that what she does?
What brings you to Sea Drift Island, Mademoiselle Darnley?
A short rest before the fall season.
But of course, you are the proprietress of Rosamund, the fashion house. Your designs are first-rate. Hastings, what does Poirot know of such things?
I'm surprised you are interested in women's fashions, Monsieur Poirot.
Sometimes I surprise even myself, mademoiselle.
Poirot has a feminine side, and he's embarrassed to admit it.
It is very quiet here, n'est-ce pas?
I don't mind the quiet. There were a number of children here until a few days ago. They were evacuated. Ken's daughter Linda is here, but she's 16. Hardly a child anymore. I've had one odd incident. A small crime, even.
God, so much crime.
Sometimes the small crimes are but appetizers to a main course.
I brought a typewriter down to catch up on some correspondence.
Stolen
It
typewriter.
disappeared from my room the day after I arrived.
There we go. Stolen typewriter. That is all we needed to hear.
Have you been here on the island long?
Just a few days. It was a spur-of-the-moment sort of thing.
Okay. Did you report the theft?
Did you report the theft?
No, my jewelry and over £20 in my purse were untouched. I suspect someone simply borrowed the typewriter and will return it when they're finished with it. Rude, perhaps, but possibly not a crime at all.
No, that's a crime. It doesn't matter if they return it or not.
What day did you find the typewriter missing?
The 20th.
Did anyone take an interest in the typewriter when you arrived?
Yep, right there.
Come to think of it, a man named Major Barry did make some comment,
Really?
but I rather felt he was simply looking for an excuse to talk to me.
I don't know if you're his
for now,
type.
madame.
Okay, okay. Very interesting. What can we look at in here? Anything? Knowing these games, there's always like just an empty glass or something to pick up somewhere. And there it is. Is that actually what we took? Yep, empty glass. I knew it. You can't sneak nothing by me, Agatha Christie. This game does not have a task list, does it? Build a bird-watching blind for Linda. Okay. I think I'm finally getting a bearing for a lot of the navigation in this game, at least. Ah, look at that.
A length of sturdy cord.
Okay, that's something we need for our beloved tent stake.
Hastings?
Our blind.
Hastings?
Whatever it was.
There is nothing further to be found here.
Maybe that's the red ferns out there. I don't know. I have no way of knowing at this point. Okay, wait. By Cutter's Cove, there's something too. I'm not sure what, though. It says... Oh, that is so obvious. Just two 2x4s.
Sturdy post.
Okay. Will that suffice?
Sturdy post.
Okay, pick them both up. Is this gonna suffice in place of tent stakes? It could. Okay, it sounds like we need, in order to complete the blind, 2 rocks, 2 posts, and cord. So all we need is 1 more rock. So, time to go looking for a rock. Very fun, riveting gameplay. No, get back outside. There be rocks in them thar hills. How about on the rocky beach? Oh, there it is! Well, I'll be. A rock. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get to do this little side quest now, making a hunter's blind for the young girl. What is she? Is she the Marshall girl? With the stepmother she doesn't like, Arlena Stewart? Is that it? I think it is. Okay, let's get to work. Start with the rock, maybe? First rock. Second rock. Nope, wrong button. Get me out of this office. Okay. Post. Post. And string it all up.
Perfect. Now let me handle this, Poirot.
Hastings taking over.
As you wish.
Not a bad blind, if I do say so myself.
Poirot did not make that himself. There's no way. Even with Hastings telling him what to do.
Bien, Hastings. You have made good progress. The principals of the cast have made their entrances. You have explored as much as was possible to me on the morning of August 24th. You have uncovered some of the mysteries that made me uneasy, even then.
Did you already know murder was in the wind?
It was very clearly indicated, monsieur.
And you didn't
Why
prevent
didn't you
it.
stop it?
Yep,
If a
exactly.
person is determined to commit murder, it is not easy to prevent them. I do not blame myself for what happened. It was inevitable.
What are my next steps?
When you are ready, we will continue our little game. I was able to explore further. Introduce yourself to the residents of Leathercombe Bay. Look for opportunities to assist anyone you can in the village or on the island. They will appreciate your thoughtfulness and will be more likely to help you when you need a favor in return. As before, if you find yourself unable to progress, I will assist with the magic of the Finger of Suspicion.
This shit again.
Yes, uncanny, that gadget. I believe you promised me a second clue to unravel its mysteries.
Quite right, my friend. The clue is lamp.
Power. Lamp. Illuminating.
Yep, that's the most Poirot thing I've heard today.